I'm going to show you how to properly attack late payments. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy, the biggest. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new videos and new content, you're going to hear about it. We talk about everything credit here on this channel, okay? Travel, credit cards, do's and don'ts of credit repair, all the things that are related to credit and finances, okay? Also make sure that you hit that like button. That way, this gets out to more people. And always remember, hit that bell notification. That way you find out every time I go live or I drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. I am the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. Our program for $55.99 a month is going to create your custom Metro 2 attack letters, custom to your specific situation on your credit reports, attacking all negative accounts and your personal information that doesn't match your utility bill and driver's license. Imagine that, pretty crazy, right? Our system creates those custom letters, emails them to you, you print them, you mail them, certified mail, and you're done. You don't have to learn all these crazy modules and credit repair gurus sending you to master classes. We cut all that nonsense out. It's time for this to be over. These are not template letters either, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So we cut all that nonsense out. So for $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters that will be custom to your situation. They're emailed to you. You print them, you mail them out certified mail, and you're done. That's simple, okay? Link is in the description for that. And today, we are going to talk about late payments. All the do's and the don'ts and all the things that nobody talks about late payments, we're going to cover that all today because it's time that we talk about this so we can cover some things that you need to know and how to handle them. So let's get to it. First off, let's start with the very beginning of late payments. This is a huge tip that you need to learn before you even move forward, okay? If you have late payments, you need to make sure that any credit card or any account that you have that is scheduled to make a due date payment or any type of payment is set to make an auto payment connected to your bank account, okay? Stop connecting your accounts to debit cards because if your debit card is compromised and it loses connection, then guess what's gonna happen? Payment's gonna fail and you're gonna miss a payment. Always set them to at least make the minimum payment because that way you know you're always gonna make a payment, okay? So always remember, hook it up directly to your bank account. People are like, I don't want them to have access. Listen, you're dealing with a financial institution. If you're concerned about them having access to your bank account, then you shouldn't even have credit cards. Let's keep it real, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because we're giving trust to these banks because we're doing business with them. This is a financial institution. You got to get some skin in the game, okay? So always remember, I cannot stress that enough. Auto payment needs to be set to your bank account, either checking or savings, not a debit card. It will fail, something will happen, and then you're going to be in a bad position. You're going to get a bunch of late payments and you don't even know about it, okay? Another big tip, okay? Because we want to make sure we do everything we can so we never miss a late payment. I've got a lot of credit cards and I'm not trying to risk this, okay, for anything, all right? I'm not trying to get a late payment. So use your technology to your advantage. Use your phone. It's your friend. Set reminders in your calendar. A lot of people don't have as many credit cards as I do. This isn't normal, okay? It's just not normal. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But a lot of people only have maybe like 3, maybe 6 credit cards, all right? Learn your statement closing date and your due date. Put it in your phone, in your calendar. Set a reminder, then duplicate the reminder. It's very simple, okay? You want to make sure that you are proactive to make sure that you never get a late payment because one late payment can drop your score 60 to 120 points overnight, that fast. There are 5 different types of late payments. There's a 30-day late, a 60, a 90, a 120, and then charge-off status. So, sorry, technically it's 4 types of late payments, but a charge-off is considered a derogatory status, okay? It's not actually a late payment per se, but they can report it in the little block right there. It'll say charge-off. So in my eyes, I count that as number 5. But technically, people say there's only 4, okay? But technically, that 5th one, if it can report in that payment section, guess what? It's a type of late payment. Each one of those hold their own specific weight. I have never been able to track down and figure out how much each one of them hurts your credit score because everyone's credit file is different. If someone like myself has, let's say, 5-6 years of on-time payment history, and then I get one late payment, I'm going to see some crazy drastic points drop on my credit score. Everyone's going to be different, okay? But as you progressively get more late payments, okay, so let's say you do a 30, then you do a 60, then you do a 90. You start to go down that path, they all start to hurt you even more. And those are almost impossible to reverse, okay? I want to make something very clear to you. So I want you to listen very closely to the next things that I'm about to say. Anybody that's telling you that late payments are illegal to report, late payments can't report late, you know, that's illegal, UCC code this and UCC code that. Like, come on, man. If it was really illegal, why would they be reporting late payments? Come on, just really process it in your mind, okay? So people that are promoting that, they're illegal. Send this letter with this UCC code. It's going to fix it. Yeah, okay, bro. Okay? Like, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Late payments are an absolute nightmare and almost impossible to reverse or delete. Okay? This is the true facts that people don't want to tell you. They want to tell you that, oh, you can delete any late payment. You can reverse it and be updated to on time. Come on, man. Don't lie to these people. Whenever I talk to somebody on the phone and they've got a bunch of late payments, I'm like, bro, like, there's too many of them. Like, I'm not going to waste my time and your money, okay? And yours is going to be your time and your money. You're just going to have to ride this bad boy out. If you have too many late payments, you have created a trend on your credit profile. And now you're going to try to dispute that with the credit bureaus. You think you're going to convince them, like, those aren't accurate. They're not accurate. There was no way I was 6 months back to back on these late payments. You're not going to fool a system into thinking that they're going to be able to reverse it. So understand the chances of you reversing and updating a late payment to on time are very low. I tell my clients you have a 50-50 shot. Some clients don't even have that because they have too many late payments. If you just have like 1, 2, maybe 3 scattered here and there, it's not a big deal when they're scattered. But always remember this. I can't stress this enough to you. I'm going to say this, and I want everyone to listen very closely. There is no such thing as an easy item to delete from your credit report. So if anybody's telling you that late payments are easy, man, I'm going to take care of those, I got you, they're full of it. Because there's nothing easy to delete off of a credit report. You're trying to historically delete information that is historical, okay? So you're trying to delete this historical information. Like, you think that's going to be easy? It really did happen. We both know it did happen. Whenever someone says, oh, well, that's not true, I wasn't late. Okay, do you got the bank statements to show me that it was actually not late? Oh, hello, are you there? Are you there? Yeah, nobody ever has the statements, okay? Because if it's factually not late and you have proof, that's a whole other story. At that point, you need potentially to be talking to an attorney and not me. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we go live and we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first, okay? And also, hit that like button, man. I'm gonna give you the sauce. We're not over. This video's not done yet, okay? If you hit that like button, we're gonna get more people to watch this video. Drop a comment in the comment section. You know, don't tell me how many late payments you got, okay? Tell me if there's something specific you wanna talk about. Any specific topic that I haven't covered. You know, I'm making a big list. I'm gonna check it twice and I'm gonna chop it down, okay? So I really want to cover this specific topic, but drop it in the comment section, drop some comments with some emojis, okay? Tell us if you like the video, okay? All right, but if there's something specific, don't be afraid. We want this community to grow and everybody to help each other. If you have any data points that you want to throw in here, throw them in there, okay? So if you're looking to work on your credit, we are a full service credit management company. We create the most advanced DIY program in the industry. Our system will create your custom Metro 2 attack letters for $55.99 a month. We will create your custom Metro 2 attack letters based on your issues, attacking all negative items and personal information that does not match your driver's license or utility bill. We usually go by the utility bill because nobody ever updates their driver's license, okay? All right. And you can find my link in the description for our DIY program, okay? Now remember, you don't have to do any modules. You don't have to read any master classes or do any special courses. We cut all that nonsense out. Our system creates your letter, emails it to you, you print it, you mail it out, certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. We also offer full service credit management. We have a full service Metro to Attack program. We also offer a full service pre-litigation program that's designed to get you a free legal review. And we also have what's called the identity theft program for people that have real identity theft issues. Link is going to be in the description so you can set up a consultation, do whatever you got to do, okay? Get in contact with us. And always remember, last part's the most important. So I want to put this up on the screen so you can see exactly how a late payment hurts you, okay? There's some people like, late payment's not that bad, bro. It'll be all right. No, okay? Because remember, payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. And then utilization is 30% of your credit score. That's 65% of your credit score. So 35 of it, you get one late payment, it's high impact. So let's take a look at this chart that's directly from FICO, okay? My favorite people, the people that come with your credit score. We bring proof from them, okay? You can see how it has high impact in that first year, okay? That is crazy how much impact it has in that first year. Then after 24 months, it starts to lose half of its weight. It takes another 48 months for it to lose about 90% of its weight, okay? And then after 6 years, it's gonna go away. And then after 7 years, you can't see it on your credit profile. So it literally takes you about 6 years for it to stop hurting your score, and then 7 years for it not to be visible. This is why it's super high impact. And it's very important that you minimize and make sure you never get a late payment. I can't stress it enough. Because each one of these late payments hold a certain amount of weight. A 30, a 60, a 90, and a 120. Each one of those hold weight. How much, we don't know. I've never been able to see data points of exact points. And I think that they can't generalize that because every credit profile is different. There's no two credit profiles that are the same. All right, so before we get to the meat and potatoes, which is the very end, okay, I want to stress to you, you do not want to send a goodwill letter in the beginning, okay? You don't want to do that because if you send a goodwill letter and it does not work, then guess what? Now they have a letter that you're admitting to the late payment. Now you're going to go back and try to dispute it. How's that going to work out? If they have a letter, they could just be like, here you go, credit bureaus, it's right here. I mean, come on. So let's think about logically here. Now, there's going to be some people that say, I'm not even dispute with the credit bureaus. I'm going to go straight to the goodwill letter. Do as you please. But I'm going to tell you right now, you want to increase your chances, if you're going to do all this work, that it can potentially work, okay? You want to dispute directly with the actual credit bureau, okay? Don't dispute with the actual creditor because remember, when you send in your dispute, it goes to the credit bureau, then it goes through eOscar, then eOscar communicates with the actual creditor or debt collector, okay? So they're going to get communicated with. You don't have to send them a direct letter. Go directly to the credit bureaus wherever the late payment is reporting. You're going to create a very simple letter. And this is not rocket science, okay? We're not going to complicate this. In your letter, you're going to state very simply, I can see that you are reporting some late payments on my credit report. These late payments are reporting inaccurately. I would like to see you update them to be positive, okay? Unless you can prove that these are factually late, I would like to see you reverse these and update them to be positive because they are reporting inaccurately. You're going to put your name, your address, all that goodies on the letter. You can handwrite it or you can type it. Doesn't matter. Handwritten letters are always going to work better, okay? Make it more difficult for eOscar to read them. Now, you got to make it legible. Don't do some crazy stuff. I heard people writing with crayons and stuff, okay? You can if you want to, okay? But you have to make it where they can read it. If they can't read it, they'll just kick it out, okay? Now remember, you can dispute this 3 to 6 times, but every time that you dispute, you have to change the verbiage. You cannot dispute the same thing twice saying the same thing. It will get kicked back as being frivolous. Regulation F came into play in November of 2021 that clearly states you cannot send a duplicative dispute to the credit bureaus, creditors, or debt collectors. If you send a duplicative dispute, they can deem it frivolous. They don't even have to respond to you, okay? So remember that. Every time you create a letter, you have to say different verbiage. You have to have a different way of attacking it. If not, you're just wasting your time. So that's why you only have 3 to 6 chances. How many times you can be able to write a different letter, okay? Remember that. Common sense, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So that is the number one way that you want to start to attack a late payment, directly with the credit bureaus, okay? Don't let anybody make you believe that it's just going to go away in one round. Every round is going to be 30 to 35 days. You create the letter, mail it out, send out certified mail, and then you wait. Refresh the report. If it doesn't work, move on to the next letter. 3 to 6 rounds at max. I don't suggest going that long, but some people want to, okay? Because it can matter. If you can reverse some late payments and update them to be on time and positive, it can have some really good positive impact on your credit files. All right, so everybody that waited to the end, this is the good stuff, okay? This is what you were waiting for. This is the number one way that you could potentially reverse a late payment, okay? Now, again, if you disputed with the credit bureaus, it didn't work, who cares? I told you, your chances are very slim, okay? But this is the number one way that you could possibly do it. Again, I said earlier, yes, I understand that you don't want to send a goodwill letter. You don't want to send a goodwill letter to the actual credit card company, okay, or the mortgage company or the auto lending company. You want to send an email, okay? Hear me what I said. An email to the CEO of the company. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Okay? Nobody talks about this. Why is that? Huh? Explain to me. So, you send an email to the CEO of the company asking for forgiveness. Now, of course, it's probably not going to be a CEO of the company to read this, but this has a higher chance of working than actually, trying to send it directly to the company, which just anybody's going to open it, okay? So, there is a website that is called ceoemail.com. Again, the website is called ceoemail.com. All right, so I'm going to put the website up on the screen, ceoemail.com, okay? This is 100% free, okay? You could do it on your phone, or you could do it on an actual computer, okay? Now, make sure that you do not click on any of the ads. There are ads all over this website, okay? So make sure that you don't click on an ad. This is 100% free. Now, as you can see, I'm going to put it up on the screen right here. CEO email addresses for UK companies. Disregard that. See where the little arrow is pointing at? You're going to enter, like I entered, Capital One Bank. Hit the search button. Don't hit that little open thing because it's an ad, okay? It's very deceiving where they put that, okay? So you click the search button, and then ta-da, look at that. It pops up. There is the list, okay? You scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see right there at the bottom where it says U.S. and Canadian companies. You can click on it if you want, but you keep scrolling all the way to the bottom. Let me put it up on the screen here for you to see. Now you're going to see, there it is. You'll click on it. It's going to show you the email and phone number. Pretty crazy, right? Okay? You can do this for all, credit card companies, financial institutions. You can find any CEO's email or phone number, okay? So send a very simple email. Make it sound like a human being. Don't make it sound like a robot. Tell them what happened to you. I went through a financial hardship. I've been a long-standing client. Can you potentially help me reverse this? Make it sound like a human, not a robot. You don't need to add a template. But if you do this, understand you're dead in the water, because if it doesn't work, you can maybe send it 1 to 3 times if they don't respond, okay? But if it doesn't work in 3 times, you're done, okay? So this is the highest chance you're going to have of potentially deleting this or getting it reversed. You want it to reverse it to update to be on time, okay? Don't delete it. It can still potentially help you, but if you have them updated to be on time, that's going to help you even more. So I hope this helped. Always remember, subscribe to increase your credit score.